Brothers and sisters, it is with great pleasure that I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the people of Domel to welcome you here this afternoon as I was assigned such responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it is a very touching moment in the hearts of the people of Domel when after such a relief came from the St. Lucia Labour Party, and let us give them a big hand. Okay. Let me say, although my task here is to welcome you, that I want to say a little on the road. The Prime Minister is not here for too long this afternoon because he has another function to go to. So we don't want to be too long. But the deplorable condition of the road at Domel, that is the Domel Road, the road which all of you all knew, okay, was a total disgrace and a hazard to the residents of this area. I spoke to a lady a few days ago, and she said they were planning to give the name of the road Footloose. She said Footloose meant that the road had become vulnerable. They were about going to the other alternative to use their feet and no shoes. And you know that is a hazard. Some other person said, and I quote, we were all about looking for insurance companies to see whether there was foot coverage on any road, but that was not available. It was an inconvenience. There was no access to ambulance. And she said not even the idea of the hammock, okay, could be reintroduced. Because for you to carry a hammock, you have to put somebody in there and carry the hammock, right? And you cannot just walk. You have to be looking at your footsteps. And you cannot be walking and looking at your footsteps at the same time. So that is to show you how dangerous it was. To walk barefooted, you could have something, you could have a cut. You could use your leg. And so many other things could happen. Okay, so it was a real hazard. Brothers and sisters, the reconstruction of the road was so timely that the people did not even think of an opening. Rather, they thought that they should say thank you face to face to the people who were responsible, okay, for its reconstruction. A star came from heaven and fell on the needs of the people. And that was the reconstruction of the road. For this reason, such individuals were desperate in having the Prime Minister and his deputy. I thought I saw the deputy, but that was a mistake. Okay, but he has sent an apology. So then that is quite accepted. Okay, they were very desperate in having the Prime Minister and his deputy to extend sincere thanks to him. And I support them 100% in that regard. There are three things I would like you to say this afternoon, especially in the presence of the Prime Minister. I think that was a request from a resident also. One of them, in fact, three sentences will start with we, and the last one will end with we. Okay, so I want you to say to the Prime Minister, we love you.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
We thank you.
We thank you.
We want you to continue to take care of we. Okay. Welcome, Honorable Prime Minister. Welcome, everyone. With no further ado, I will call on Ms. Haraxing to give some brief remarks.
It gives me great pleasure to address you on this unique and special occasion. Unique because we have the Prime Minister with us, because we know he's a very busy man. He was unable to be here with us last month, so the community members had to reschedule. However, Mr. Prime Minister, we are very thankful for you being here today. This is a special event for the community of Domel, who have been trying to increase their access to the area over the years. The other side was there, they never did it. But it had to come to this side for them to do it, the Labour Party. Give him a hand of applause. So they were trying to access to the area over the years, but with little success. So to them, the infrastructure now with the paved road is in place is really making a significant difference in their lives. For example, we have an elderly population up that side, out here out here, and the road makes it easier for transportation to the shops, because these people were unable to get a driver to go up there because the road was so bad. Although this one along the Domel itself, because this is more or less an access road, this Domel road is just very, very, very bad as well. But this one was worse. Okay, so we are ever so grateful. We have an elderly population out here, and the road makes it easier for transportation and to the shops. They can travel to hospital, especially in an emergency, church attendance, and other events, which in turn reduces the stress on the families who have had to deal with these access issues on a daily basis. Having easy access outside of Domel is also impacting on the family lives of the community and provides an opportunity to be involved in activities in other areas further afield, and not to be concerned about the time factor. Security and transportation is getting home. They have no problem now in getting to their homes. So overall, the provision of this road, this infrastructure, provides the Domel community with more than just a road. It is an improvement in the quality of family life and an opportunity to be even more productive within and without the community. So on behalf of the Domel population, Domel people, we would like to thank you, Dr. Anthony, and the government of St. Lucia for providing the people of the community with the road infrastructure. We know even Christ himself, when he had with the 10 lepers, he healed them, and only one came back to say thank you. Everybody likes to be thanked, because if I do something for you and you don't say thank you, I do pani mess. So it is important that we thank people when they do good things. And you'd find people tend to criticize government, but they never call them back to say thank you. Dr. Anthony, government of St. Lucia, we say another big thank you. It has long been a dream of ours to have this need access. So we are very grateful for all that was done to make this dream a reality. Thank you again, and please feel free to partake of everything that we have here.
Moi apprécié après-midi pour moi ouais prime minister moi a parmi moi et que tant monde moi senti un joy en chez moi because she met sa monde ça là maté ça monter maté ça descendre on aussi moi dis c'est bon là pour moi te descendre chimé on joue moi parti au moins et moi ka descendre pour moi vieux fort. Let moi m'di bâton ka descendre. Bâton glissé là mais nous tous les deux tomber. Nous tous les deux tomber. Moi rouler avec bâton wete la ka garder moi. Ka garder moi. Moi dit ouais. Et ben chimé ça là quoi tuer moi aujourd'hui because ou mauvais. Avec les mon Dieu fait Prime Minister to pe koy en power. Right. Harax non joui monter, il dit bah moi. Ben non. Prime Minister ka yon cherche me ba izo. Porte patience c'est mon nan. Il ka yon cherche ba izo. Et pour vraiment ouais yon cherche, la dormi bien, la lever bien. Là moi ka marcher, même toi moi descendre avec un petit bâton, c'est vieux jour qui pas bon. Mais ga step et battre ça marche chez moi. Praise Lord Prime Minister. My Minister, praise God for you. Et bon Dieu kaibe nous Prime Minister moi. Bon Dieu kaibe nous. Et qui kaibe nous nga oui monsieur and God will do the rest for you. Amen. Avec pas ça tout seul Prime Minister moi. Ministre morceau ça là Prime Minister moi. Là nga descend sorti lilette. Nga de sa so till that breakdown, ga breakdown. So Prime Minister mwen sou sa kouman kon skotou nepi mwen, epi nou, mwen te kay happy, mwen te kay content, and God will bless you forever and ever. Yes, Prime Minister. Yes, my Prime Minister. Mwen like you, mwen content. Mwen content wek bon Dieu kay fè lè wè zba ou. Bye bye. Amen? Good.
It is my great pleasure and privilege to be the chairman, the constituency chairman for Miku South. Let me tell you, all this great work that has been doing in Miku South is because of my effort. When I saw what was happening to these people here, what was happening to these people, I live just across, and I would stay at my home and I am hearing the transit going up the hill and the transit crying. So I said, no, let me go to Dr. Anthony and try to plead for the road for the people. And after a couple of days, Dr. Anthony agreed to fix up the road for the people at this area, in this area. I thank you, Doc, very much for all the attention you have been given to the constituency of Miku South. It's not only that road, you have given us serious attention where our cemetery is concerned. You have given us serious attention where our returning wall is concerned. You have given us serious attention where concrete road in Tiroche and Fondlaw. You have given us drainage. On a recent note, I went to the Prime Minister some Sundays ago with Mr. J. Pierre. We were at Trizell, and I had a meeting with the Prime Minister and J. Pierre about the road at Chukumel. And we had a meeting on Sunday when we had a special conference. And people, believe me, on Monday or Tuesday, trucks was carrying bridge from Piai to our constituency. So, you know, I'm thrilled. Miku South, I want to tell you all, things are happening with us. And it's not only that road, we have a footpath which is constructed by Mr. Anel on the other side. The Prime Minister will not have the time to visit it this afternoon, but we will have his team to record it, and he's going to have a view at it. And these two projects were done here in Deriso by the Minister of Finance. So, Mr. Prime Minister, as constituency chairman, I thank for your cooperation, and I look forward for the two of us and the constituency to work together. I thank you very much, sir.
You have taken me by surprise with this invitation. When Lilia called me and said to me that the people of Domel wanted to say thank you for this road, I said, what? Are you sure they want to say thank you? She insisted that you wanted to say thank you. I could not understand it. So I said to Lilia, you mean, Lilia, they want to open the road? She says, no, Prime Minister. They want to say a simple thank you for the road. The truth is that I was perplexed. I was surprised. So I said to Lilia, there must be more to it than that. She said, no, no, no. They just want to say thank you. Why my reaction? You probably must be a little mystified that I reacted that way. It's simple. We enter public life not to earn thanks from people, not to have people clap you, but you enter public life because you want to make a change in people's lives. That's basically what you want to do. And for me, I've always said that at the end of the day, the test will be whether I made a change in the lives of the people for whom I was responsible. In our country, people don't normally say thank you to politicians. They expect that anything that is done, the politician had a duty to do it in any event. That was his job. That's why you put him there. And so when Lilia told me that you wanted to say thank you, you'll understand my consternation and my surprise, because it was simply difficult to accept that it was really just to say thank you. You have touched me in a way that you do not understand or imagine. And maybe what you did probably had meaning elsewhere. Yesterday, I went to the Roseau Dam to go and inspect for myself the damage of the Roseau Dam. I had never ever thought that damage was so severe. Never. But on my way out, a gentleman flagged the vehicle and stopped me and said to me, Mr. Prime Minister, pas connaître moi. Je dis non, c'est la première fois que je fais ça. Mais où ça vous fait un bail, moi, oui, monsieur. Qu'est-ce que ça vous fait, moi? Mr. Prime Minister, quand moi, j'étais brûlé, le gouvernement m'a donné $10,000 pour regarder ça, moi, ça fait. Merci un peu. Over the last couple of years, we have given so many people assistance. Very few ever turn back and say thank you, but this gentleman knew that I was around and he made sure he stopped. So today, this is double for me, 2 in a row. And you can well understand why I feel the way that I do about what you have done this afternoon. It is a good thing for politicians and ministers to come and visit communities. It's a good thing. In all my years visiting you here in Deriso, I never drove up this road. I heard of Domel, but didn't drive through here. And today, coming here and coming from the highway into this community, I can well understand your pain and your agony and your difficulty. This time, when anybody comes to me, whether it is a constituency chairman or anybody else, and say, you need help, he doesn't have to explain because I understand it instantly, because I have seen it. I wish I could do that or find the time to do that in all other communities. And I just want to tell you, having seen the conditions of your road, next cycle of expenditure, next budget, I will certainly make an effort. And I want to comfort the lady who said those very kind and loving words and beautiful words. But now that we have done this piece, we're going to start to work on this piece right back to the main road so we can give you the relief that you need. You thanked me today. You thanked me. You made my day very special. You made it worth coming to see you. But there are others whom I must thank in return. First of all, I want to thank the contractors for an excellent job. I know you had some very unusual drains to contend with, but be that as it may, the important thing is the surface. I think those contractors who are associated with me will know that I don't like mediocre work. I only support what is done exceptionally well. And I have said before that when you see you take public money to do things for poor people, you have even more reason to make sure you do an excellent job. That poor people mustn't be taken for granted because they're poor, that people just do work anyhow. That's not so. It's important that the quality of the work stand out. But I have to thank the Republic of China, Taiwan, because they made the money available to do this project. And I do not wish us ever to be ungrateful. As a country, we have to remain grateful for the level of assistance that we get. And so I would wish to take this opportunity to express my thanks to the Republic of China, Taiwan, for the support that they have given us to do this road for you, short as it is. And then, you know, what struck me, I have to come back to this. I heard the comments of the resident, the comments of Lilia, the comments of the chairman. And I drove up. And while I understand what it was for you to go up that hill, but I said to myself, but wait, that is not a very long concrete road. Why then are they so grateful for such a short concrete road? But I understood instantly when the residents spoke about the road and the challenges that she had. Mom, I'm really very sorry what you have had to endure, but at least I can leave you this afternoon and say, Well, yes, that is one residence whose quality of life we have changed, small as it is. So I wish you all the very best, and rest assured that you'll continue to get our support to try and work on this piece of road going back to the highway. And I hope all of you can feel the impact of the funds that we received from the Republic of China, Taiwan. That you can see the projects, you can experience the projects, and you know in every instance the money is well spent. That it is putting in valuable infrastructure. Around you this year, a lot is being done. I know that the Mai Bridge is being tackled. The bridge at Fokoli is being tackled, so that problem will end very quickly. We will be working on the Font-Joyer Bridge very, very soon. And then there's a project which I promised you, and I have to make sure that it is done this next cycle as well. And that is a small bridge for the children to cross from one side of your ravine to the next to get to school. That we have to make sure that we do. So there, yeah. So there are little things to be done to bring you a little more comfort. I know it's not easy for you. I know that. It's a very difficult period. And it hasn't helped given the problems we've had in the banana industry and the contraction with bananas, etc. But I have to tell you that no matter what the difficulty has been, that the courage that you have had, the way you have handled this, you have been very, very remarkable. As a Prime Minister, I could not ask more of a country. I could not ask more of a people of a country. You have joined me in making sacrifices for the sake of this country, and that is enough for me to thank you. Once again, I thank you. I wish all of you the very best. And so the next time, I hope you'll be able to invite me so that we can, this time, open this piece of road when it is done. Take care and God bless.
On behalf of the contractor, Mr. Lufa Samuel, I say thanks to the Prime Minister and thanks to the residents of Domel. But this is not all. Micoud South has more than this project. We have the Blanchard Road, we have the London Road, we have the Lacouville Road, we have the Paybush Road. It's in a deplorable condition. And we are begging, as Micoud South, I'm the PRO of the Micoud South constituency group, we are begging the Prime Minister. We are not asking everything at one time, but we are asking what he can do for us, try to do something for us to try to alleviate our poverty in Micoud South and the condition of the road. This road had a lot of challenges because to get that level of that road, to get the water flowing, it wasn't easy. Because the drain was already built and we had to cut off the drain to try to make the water from one side to another. We did so. With our expertise, we did so. And we'll continue to do the same as we do whenever the time is right. Thank you.
I haven't got much to say, but I only want to thank the Prime Minister for his job. And we appreciate all what he do for us. Because we cry already in that road for so long. We crying for that road. And the driver, well, none of them is not there today. But on behalf of Kay, I would like to thank you for what have you done for us. And I would like to thank Mr. Lufa. He's not there today. But I would like to thank him for all what he's done for us in that road. So we appreciate all what you do for us today. And we hope the next one will be that one. That's why we wanted you to come here to see our cry. I would like to call on Dr. Kenny Anthony, sorry. On behalf of the driver of Domel Road, I would like to present you.
Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Pam.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
This afternoon, I want to say thank to the Prime Minister because the people at Domel, from the main road crossing to the Domel Road, I didn't know much about it. But when I met with Mr. Fede, and he called me at home and told me about the condition of the road, so they had a little contract for the footpath. He called me at home, we came there, because I never crossed down that road. The road was so bad, because most people had to drag on their backside to go down the road. To be honest with you, even the older folks, when I stood and I watched them going up the hill, I couldn't believe that. So Mr. Fede, he spoke to me and told me if I could get it done. It's so steep. It's very, very, very steep. I said, yes, as a contractor, I will get it done. So he called me and we went out there, we measured everything and told me, come to the office and then we're going to send a contract. I went, but when come to do the work, it was so difficult. I said, but I will be able to do it. And I wish the Prime Minister would have seen it even before he leave. And we get it done in a very short period of time, 2 months, less than 2 months. And we get it done, and the people are so happy. I want to say thank to the Prime Minister on the behalf of the people of Domel and those people who push to get that footpath done. Because most of the people living up there are grown-up people, and they cannot help it. And I want to say thanks to you, Prime Minister, for everything you have done in Micoud South and what you will continue to do. Thank you very much and your team.
Let me say good afternoon to the Honorable Prime Minister, the political MAPP, Dr. Kennedy Anthony. This afternoon, let me say thanks on behalf of the people of Domel for that road. I remember a few years back when I used to travel that road. It was such in a deplorable condition that, we wondered whether there was people living there. But today, we have seen the signs of better things, the signs of better days. And I believe that the people of Domel will continue trusting the Prime Minister who have seen and have helped them in the pain, in the agony. I remember there was a lady who said, Ma le ba me si Dr. Kenny Anthony feshi mesa manilot mun guys we by Dr. Kenny Anthony. Dr. Anthony, I'm telling you, you are touching the lives of many, both small and great. And I pray God that He'll continue to bless you, that you continue to serve St. Lucians with dignity. May God bless you, and may God bless the people of Domel.
In 2006, I remember I was asked to assist with this road, and where is Pam? The road was so bad that everybody up there who had vehicles, to try to climb the hill, Pam had to be sitting in the back of the vehicle for weeks. It is that bad. So I'm very happy to see that there's a lot of relief for the people of Domel, and I'm excited to hear the Prime Minister saying that some further assistance would be given in regard to the road as it relates to from the junction to this area. I'm also happy to hear the Prime Minister refer to how he feels about the gratefulness of the people. And I just want to mention to the Prime Minister that, and the press secretary who would have an idea of this, I was looking for some assistance for a gentleman in the constituency who had some heart problems. And I'm very happy to report that I was able to work with Minister of Health, Sister Alvina Renault, to give some assistance to that man to go to Matnik for some heart surgery. Sister Alvina was very helpful. Our embassy, our consulate in Martinique was able to assist as well. And the gentleman went to Martinique. He had a very successful operation and he came back. And only last Friday morning, they came to my house and they said to me, Pastor, we are going to Castries today. I said, well, good for you. They said, when we get to Castries, we are going to buy a thank you card. And you see this yam, and you see this, and you see that. We are carrying it down to Minister Alvina Renault for the help that she has given us. I mean, it wasn't me. I wanted the yam. I mean, it was a nice yam. But just the fact that they thought about this, man, it meant so much to me. It wasn't me that received it, but it meant so much to me. Just that they could remember what the minister did to assist them. It really was a blessing to me. So I could identify with how the Prime Minister thinks. Just one word of advice before I step off the podium. When the Prime Minister is going to repair that section of the road, have a bigger thanks. Do a bigger thank you for him. Who knows what else he might do. God bless you.
Ça, moi, dit la présence, ça, moi, content, because Prime Minister garder pour nous dans conditions il était en mona. Et puis c'est pas tes pièces aisées, il était aisé pour te monter mon et puis pièces qualité machine. Ces machines c'est ici à la Yokapak, de laisser 200 moins qui pack bokay pam. Bokay là c'est la Yokapak. Puis je passe à monter mon là. Jeep là flat van à monter mon mais yo même là il pas monter mon. Flat van seulement. Merci pour Prime Minister. Côté il garde pour nous et puis il fait chimie avant nous. Nous merci pour tout ça vous fait avant nous. Parce que sans vous, en moment ça, il faut que tu fait pièce. Là et puis actuellement sa machine moi quand monter machine moi même quand monter chimie en tête moi même manière. Mais il pas parce que tout chimie a croisé là. Nous merci pour ça vous faire et puis moi ça vous fait plus toujours parce que ça vous va faire.